All right, all right, all right. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Got a special program here tonight with me and Mr. Coach Ed Gladney. We're gonna take you through some of the film um from the Green Bay Packers, our opponent for the week, and just kind of show you some of the things that they do on film, some of the things that we can exploit, and some of the things we also have to look out for concerning this team. Now, this is kind of a prequel to the Big Blue Crew film review on Friday. So, but we're just going to focus here strictly on the Packers and Mr. One Aaron Rodgers. But before we get into the film, just want to shout out to my co-host for the night, Mr. Coach Ed. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing very well.
That's good.
Happy to see some of the players are getting healthy. We may have Wandale Robinson back. That's
hmm
going to be a big boost. Um,
hmm
and you know the line is getting healthy, and we'll see. We'll see. Nick Gates is practicing. Not expecting him to play, obviously, but it's just good to see some of the players getting healthy, man. After so many injuries for this team,
hmm
big game coming in here. I was just looking at some of the Packers film. Obviously, we're gonna get into, but the Packers, for all they talk about Aaron Rodgers, the Packers are seventh in the NFL and running the football. Um, so they're not this run and gun, throw it all over you team. We're gonna be facing a pretty similar team to the teams we face, but there's one major difference, and his name is Aaron Rodgers.
hmm
And they have a quarterback that can light you up if you let them. But for the most part, the Packers have actually been a run heavy team. So,
hmm
that being said, let's dive into this. All right. Can you see what I'm saying, coach?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, this is, make sure I get my down the distance, coach. This is 2nd and 5 at the Green Bay 45.
hmm
So, how are they lined up here, coach?
Okay,
What are you seeing from
The
the Packers and the
Patriots,
Patriots?
the Patriots offensively are what I call one by three. One receiver to the left, three receivers to the right, but the tight end is in line. So
Mm-hmm.
it's one by three tight right. Defensively, the Packers they look like they're in either a 13. When I say 13, the nose guard is in a one tech in between the left guard and the center, the left side of the offense. So the nose guard is on the top, yeah, right there, and the defensive tackle is in the three tech position. So if you ever hear me say 13, that's what I'm talking about. If you hear me say 31, 23,
Mm-hmm.
those are the things that you'll pick up when I talk about that. So they're
Okay.
basically in a 13. Um, I want to say a wide. Most people say wide nine. It looks like it's a
Why
wide
not? Yeah.
seven to me, only
Mm-hmm.
because he's on the outside shade of the tight end, and the tight end usually is a seven. Because remember, the guard is a three, the outside shade of the guard is a three, the tackle is a five, and the tight end is a seven. So I wouldn't say
Okay.
it's that wide. So, but the on the top side, he's about the same distance in a seven. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got two linebackers. Nickel, he's about 3 yards off of the linebackers, but he's lined
Mm-hmm.
head up. Is he head up? He's head up. I'm looking at his outside
The
foot or
the
his left.
nickel right here.
Yeah, if I'm looking at his
Mm-hmm.
left foot, I'm looking at it lined up on the receiver's on front foot. So that's how I'm getting his leverage. So he's lined up a little bit inside with the safety over the top too high. 21 is looking like he's just walking off. So it's either right now it looks like it might be some type of a off on the front side, and the back side is pressed right now. So in terms of
Mm-hmm.
coverage until it's snapped, it looks like it's a two. What I'm going to say is a two shell right now. Off
Mm-hmm.
on the strong side and pressed on the weak side.
Okay. All right. Let's run the play. I'm gonna run it, then I'm gonna bring it back and slow it up. You know how we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's off inside leverage. Okay.
So that's about a 14-yard run
Mm-hmm.
there by Harris. So let's run it back now.
Now, what the Patriots did, they ran a power, and basically what it is on the backside, the tackle, left tackle, he did what I call a hinge block, where he stepped and then turned his back towards us. So he's
Mm-hmm.
kind of hinging to take that away. The backside guard is pulling around. The center is taking
Guard.
the one tech man on. The tackle
Mm-hmm.
and the guard on the play side are double teaming the three tech to that backside
Mm-hmm.
linebacker. The tight
Mm-hmm.
end is taking the front side defensive end. If you
Mm-hmm.
see, he's positioning his head on, trying to get his head on the inside, working his backside to the offense, trying to give that alley, and the guard's going to scoop around, getting the front side linebacker. And then the two
This guard,
receivers,
the pulling guard.
yes, and the two
Mm-hmm.
receivers on that side are basically attacking their responsible men. The cornerback on the outside, and the slot guy is getting the nickel slot on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
This
on
guy, that guy.
as far as the Packers, they're just basically playing their basic run principles, trying to fight through, keeping the strong side end is trying to keep outside contained. The three tech is trying not to get washed and driven back. Not doing a good job. The
Mm-hmm.
one tech is basically trying to fight through. And same thing with the defensive end. He's starting to come up and he's reading. Um, Looks like he's reading his run responsibilities. It's not flying too fast upfield. The linebackers, of course, are taking their read steps, reading their keys in
Mm-hmm.
terms of the line to the running back, and they're
Mm-hmm.
about ready to fill. And of course, the defensive backs are dropping back and they're trying to read whether the offensive line is what I call high hat. High hat
Uh,
means pass blocking. Low hat means it's a run, and that's how you key to fill. And then the safeties are
interesting.
dropping.
So explain that a little bit more, Coach. Hi
Mhm.
hat. What you mean by a hi hat?
Okay, if you look at the guard and the tackle that are done with team and the three tech, they're not popping their heads up. They're driving. They're keeping a low base as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's simulating the run. Same thing with the tight end. If you look at it, if he's pass
Mm-hmm.
blocking, his head would be up a little bit more with him dropping back.
Ah, I got
Now,
you.
if you look at the left tackle, that's what I consider technically a high hat position because his head is higher than the other guys. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
you, as a defensive back, you try to read. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
instead of dropping back into pass coverage, you buzz your feet, which is basically just bounce right where you're at, reading for high hat, low hat.
Mm-hmm.
If it's low hat, you drop down into run responsibility. If it's high hat, then you get into pass responsibility, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
reading your keys will do for you as far as defensive back and even the linebackers. Linebackers should be reading back to the line, or some teams will actually teach line to the back. In other words, if you see poles, then you start to fill, and it's just a little a faster way of anticipating the play and getting into your responsibilities quicker.
Okay. All
Hope I
right.
didn't go
Let's
too
run it.
fast with that.
Nah, you good? So
See the
the
backside
pulling.
safety read that he read the guard pulling, and you see he's coming down already. He's starting. The two
Mm-hmm.
21 is kind
This
of
guy right here.
yes. He you can tell
Yeah.
he's coming down. He's reading that.
Yeah. He sees it.
The
Mm-hmm.
nickel slot is still looks like he's having a hard time diagnosing. I don't know if he's anticipating there might be play action, so he's not trying to get beat, which is understandable. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And the corner, because he has outside leverage, knowing that he has over the top safety help, He's taking it. He's I don't want to say lounging, but he's not pressing it too fast, and he's not flying up and run responsibility. He's just taking a little
You
bit
mean
longer.
number 21?
Yeah, because
The one
he's on
down
the
here.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
so you can go ahead.
Now he gets a nice hole here
Mm-hmm.
to hit. And this is gonna be Saquon Barkley here for the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
we can see opportunities to rush the football in this game.
Mm-hmm. And good running plays like this consistently
You'll see
will
it here from another angle.
great. You're going to see the double team hip to hip, driving 94, guard pulling around, attacking the
Mm-hmm.
linebacker. Tight end needed to do a better job in making sure Gary doesn't crash down like that, but
Mm-hmm.
just running back a little bit so you can see. That would
I
be
got you.
Bellinger or Hudson, whoever's in line. If you watch what Gary does, he does drive him.
This is Gary right here,
Yeah.
just so the viewers know that's the tight end that's matching up against him. That
So
could
he
be Bellinger or, like you said,
uh,
Myrick or even Hudson.
Yeah, he stepped right to him, which he's supposed to do. So it's what's called the six
Mm-hmm.
inch step. So his front step is coming to him. Back foot is coming to hinge around, but he lets Gary get into him, get control of him. You see Gary's hands are on the inside. Gary gets good
Mm-hmm.
extension. That's getting control of him. But he fought it. I will commend him on that. But if Gary does a little bit better job in disengaging, that play is made
Mm-hmm.
right there in the backfield. So
Mm-hmm.
our tight ends have to really seal that block so that alley
Mm-hmm.
can be a little bit cleaner. But he did get through. The back got through. The
Mm-hmm.
tight end did stay with his block. I would like to see that guard stay up a little bit
Yeah,
more.
you could see he just kind of misses him, coach. I see what you're saying right there.
Mhm.
You see him reach and he
Exactly,
just misses him. Yep.
exactly. The tackle and
Mm.
the tight and the guard got to their responsibilities, and that was that backside deep safety coming down to make the tackle. So. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want. You want them having their safeties making the tackles. All right. So what? This is
Okay.
1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 31.
All right. So same thing. 1 by 3. Looks like they motion into a tight bunch. And what I mean
Yep.
by bunch is usually that this is like a tight bunch, or some say it's off a little bit, but I call it bunch because it's three right there like that. So
Mm-hmm. So this time they go to the outside,
outside zone.
outside zone.
All right. Let's bring it back.
All right.
60 is the center. Okay. So right now the Packers are in what I call a bear front. And what do I mean by
Mm.
that? The guard, technically the guard, even though the three tech might look like he's in a four eye, he's on the inside shade of the tight end, but that's still covering the gap because of that. He's in the B gap, so he has that responsibility. You have
Mm-hmm.
one tech who's on the outside shade of the center to the center's right, and then you have a three
Mm-hmm.
tech on the three side of the weak side guard. So, and then
Mm-hmm.
you
Right
have
here.
the two outside backers or edge rushers, two
Boom.
linebackers. They
Boom.
have the nickel down. The strong
Mm-hmm.
side cornerback is off, and you do that because you want to play just in case they pass and switch off, just in case
Mm-hmm.
of anything. So, if number two goes vertical and number one comes to the flat, the short nickel corner can stay to the flat. So, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a staggered stat. That's good. They got single high, and then the backside is one on one with the safety with the receiver. So,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see how they ran their outside zone. You can let it go.
All right.
Yeah, funny feeling. I know what they did. Yep. The only thing I don't like on that, but I get it, is the right side, right guard gave depth. That's Glowinski. I mean, I can't see you giving depth like that.
Mm.
On the outside zone, that's you got to step inside and work your way to second level. If anything, if he's you stay with him as much as possible, but I just
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that might be their technique to teach. The center got to the front side outside linebacker, which is good. Tackle did a good job of sealing. I
Yep,
mean,
tackle the center right there.
yeah.
Hmm.
So it's a good outside zone, weak side outside zone. So and
I think we can run it better, coach. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Andrew Thomas and a lot of people
run it back a
poo
second.
pooing Ben Bredesen, but he's
Mm-hmm.
actually played pretty well.
Run it back a
S-
second. Run it back.
all
Run it
right,
back for a second.
I got you. All right, hold up. All right, here we go.
Okay, 7 is the strong side linebacker. So he's right closest to us next to the nickel corner. Who's supposed to get
Hmm.
him? Because he made the tackle. Let it go. Oh, I see what
Ah,
happened.
yeah.
The tackle cut on that side, and it prohibited him from getting to him. If he doesn't, if he stays with his block and not cuts it, go back to it so I can show you.
Hmm.
Okay, watch 85. He motioned in. 61 is the right tackle. When he
Hmm.
cut, his legs got in the way, causing the tight end to jump over him. Otherwise, it should be a straight inside run to that linebacker to get to his inside shoulder.
Ah, I
But
see right there.
exactly, that caused him to have to
Yep.
jump over it. Now,
Ah, yeah. So the tight end doesn't have to jump.
exactly,
He gets that block right there on 7.
exactly. And 7 is the
Got
one
you.
that made the tackle. Now, the one thing I
Hmm.
will say off of this, let it go, because I want to watch the Gary. Okay, stop. Oh,
Oops.
53.
Sorry.
No, that's
My
fine.
bad.
Um, you know how we always do that fake outside zone and DJ or Tyrod was booting around?
Bootlegger, yeah.
That I think we can get that based off of
So
what
right so right here, yeah, cuz they biting.
exactly. If you watch 53, their left side defensive end or outside backer, see how he's
Hmm.
coming down. He is squeezing it, but
Yeah.
all right, let it go. He doesn't even take a hesitation. All right, quarterback doesn't come around. Okay, so that's probably why he didn't.
So
But
let's look at it again. You said 53
yeah, running from this angle now. Running from this angle. Okay, let it go. 53 just came in motion with him. He's right
right
there.
here.
Yeah. I just wanted to see because the way we do it, same action, but we bring the quarterback back around. So,
Hmm.
and that's
So
how we
Jones
were.
would have been coming around, yeah, cuz they all going that way. Hmm.
And, that tight end got number 7. There's a
And then
possibility that's a bigger
they're going
play.
to show you from the other angle here so you can
Motion
see it.
in. Good job. That all right. It is a tight bunch. What I call fits it. 53. Oh, okay, 53 actually held him. He grabbed him too and prohibited him from getting there. So that's a bad missed call. If I'm Dable, I'm letting officials know this. If you watch 53, he grabs the tight end's right arm. The tight end is
Hmm.
obviously not trying to block him, but he grabs him. That's defensive holding.
Right there.
He's not supposed to do that. And then watch your shoulder. Let it go. See how his shoulders twist a little bit? It's just like with the
Hmm.
receivers when you're defending on pass interference and you twist the shoulders or the torso.
Hmm.
Same thing. Now he
And
has trouble.
I could see the boot here too,
Hmm.
coach.
Exactly.
That that could be effective if we got Daniel Jones in this game. See, watch it. All
Exactly.
right. And Jones is very good at these fakes.
Hmm.
All right. So if Jones fakes that and comes back around, these guys, if this guy, like you said, 53, if he's undisciplined, like we're kind of seeing here on film, he can be got for this bootleg right here to come
Hmm.
back for Jones to come back around and set his feet and make a throw or get to the outside and get a first down.
Hmm.
But they run that play and they pick up about 7 yards.
Hmm. Simmons needs to stay on his block because he tried to go for the safety on that too. All
All
right,
right.
so same formation, just no
Mm-hmm.
motion, tight bunch. They're lining up the same way. The 21 is a little bit off. He's a little deeper in his off coverage though, but that's fine.
Mm. Okay. Outside
Same thing.
corner.
They're in what I call a bear front or a bear look. So okay, nickel is walking down. All right,
Oh, damn. I'm all over the place. Let me
they
run it
ran the
back.
same play. They ran the
Same
exact
play.
same play. So what it looks like
All
when they
right.
go tight bunch, they try and do some type of bear coverage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second and three, same thing. This time he's not cut blocking. You see,
Mm.
the blocking is different from the first time where the guard and tackle were given depth before, and this time
Mm-hmm.
they're getting into their blocks.
Okay.
Hmm, that's interesting. 61 is engaging. 53 is coming a little flatter this time. Same kind of
Mm.
getting him.
Yeah, he is. I see. He is a lot more
He's not upfield as much. So, all right, that
yeah.
just tells you he reads the formation. So, all right, he's anticipating and he's helping out his teammate because he's getting his hands on the tight end because he's not able to get down. And I think that's
And
what
I
they
could
did.
see how this fake will work. If Jones pulls this ball back, all these guys are
Hmm.
biting.
Now, also,
Maybe this guy right here, the corner,
hmm
then your safety, but Jones has got enough speed to beat these guys.
yeah, but you also can have a backside slant. But the only thing is also on this
Mm-hmm.
play compared to the first one, the left tackle before he's sealed. This time he's washing him. He's taking the end to his side, just riding him to the sideline, which is opening up an inside alley. So, which is
Left
fine.
tackle right there.
The end. He worked hard not to get sealed. So okay, that's fine, and that's what you're supposed to do when that end doesn't allow you to hook him. Then you wash him. Just ride him right to the sideline. Take him where he wants to go. But center's getting to that linebacker again, and there you go. It's pretty much the same
60.
play. Yeah, and
Thomas
mm-hmm,
and Feliciano.
mm-hmm.
Tackle center.
It looks like Seven's making a play again. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
actually, no, it's not. Looks like it's the three tech. Where's that? Oh no, that's the fronts. Run that back again. I wonder if that's the one tech. I'll leave it right here. Leave it right here. I'll see it from this angle. All right, let's go.
I'll let this angle play and then I'll let the other angle play.
I just want to see if it's who I think made the tackle. Yeah, he worked across. Okay. Oh no, it's the three tech on the play side. Okay. So that means whoever's at the left guard has to really drive him out because it looks like it's 97 that made the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 4I 1 1 3. 97 did a good job of not letting
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
guard seal him. So whoever's
Got
at the
off his
guard,
block.
Bredesen, he has to get on that and he has to attack that outside shoulder. So
So all right, here we go now. All right.
all right, so Packers are okay. You're in 23.
Okay.
Okay. Nickel down, corner on the play side because they're in that tight bunch again.
Mm-hmm.
But now it looks like they're playing it a little differently, not too differently. Because the last time when they with the bunch, they always went bare. They always
Mm.
went with the bare front, but right now they're not doing that. So okay, this is another look that they're giving you. So it looks like it's still a possibility. Okay, is he coming down? They're playing zone cover three.
Mm-mm. Got him. That's what running the football does.
Exactly.
See how that opened up? Now let's run it back. Now, coach, talk about it.
Now go ahead. Looks like they went cover three with a blitz, with a will blitz. Yeah, they're cover three.
Mm-hmm. But how does this guy get open?
Just let it go. Let's take a look.
Mm.
Backside over. He ran a backside over, or a cross, whatever you want to do. The tight end on the receiver on the left just ran an over route. That's all he did. He got behind the zone, so a receiver on the top. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, if you want to say it's a post. He dances, comes over. Over means that he's working his way over the linebacker level, and that's what he's doing. So kind of trying to give it look like he's doing a run block, but then he's not even going to touch him. He's just going to fake it and then go.
Yeah, you see right there, he faced like he's
Exactly,
blocking. You could see it,
exactly.
and
And then on the front side, that receiver cleared. That receiver cleared. He took the corner and the safety with him, so he's running like a skinny post with the
right
backside
here.
over. Yeah, he's running. So because he
Mm-hmm.
took 21 with him and the safety, they're going to do that, and they're playing zone. So with that,
Right
the
here.
cornerback on that side, he's playing basically like a flat look, and then that safety on that side should be playing. No, he's playing the corner, played the deep third, because he's jumping
Mm.
on that under cross, and he beat that other nickel corner or safety who tried to come down. That's
Nice
a great
play.
concept. That's a great
Nice
play.
play design by your boys over there, Joe Judge and, and Matt Patricia. Not
Exactly.
bad, not bad, buddies.
They even kept in the extra tight end to help out with the blocking because of the blitz was coming. Because the offensive
Mm-hmm.
line tackle blocked it out, left tackle blocked out, everyone else blocked down to take the three inside, and then the tight end stayed with the
Tackle blocks out right
yeah, the
there,
left tackle blocks out one on
and they
one,
all blocking
blocking
down.
down. There's
I see
control
it.
on the inside, and then the tight end is taking that right edge rusher, and it looks like that receiver coming across just chipped him a little bit to give him a little bit of help. And then the play
Mm.
action basically froze those who were in the middle from getting into their drop zones.
Receiver chips right
Yep,
there.
he chips a little bit, then he comes across, crossing across, running across their face.
Mm-hmm.
The other two are basically, now they see his pass, they're going to drop. They're supposed to drop into their coverage. That middle
Mm-hmm.
linebacker is supposed to get depth and stay in the middle. That nickel corner is supposed to drop into the hook, the curl to the flat. That other corner
Mm-hmm.
on or safety, he read it. Technically, he's supposed to let that go, but he's trying to read that, and he's trying to say, "No, I'm not going to jump the crosser. I'm going to stay with this over." And that's
Mm.
basically how he got beat. An indecisive measure, and the play action kept the other two from getting deeper. If they dropped into coverage, they cover that. Even that even that nickel corner on that side who's supposed to have the hook, the curl to the flat. If he sees it, he can just, there's nobody threatening his area. He can just drop a little bit more to help out underneath. So, but great concept, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a product of the
I
run.
like it.
That's a product of the run. The tight end and the running back are in to help out, and there you go. And that nickel, that
Cause
like I
you
said,
putting these two defenders in
mm-hmm,
in a
conflict.
pickle here, right? Cause
Exactly.
you going here or you going here,
And that, see that what's happening, and it's
and he's
also the
already over them two. He's already yeah.
exactly, and
So
that they're all four of them are in conflict technically, because the two
mm-hmm.
to this side, they should be actually dropping. Whoever that nickel corner is, he's jumping so hard on the run, he's
Right
out of his
here.
zone. Yeah, he's out of his zone.
That's what a good running game can do to you.
Exactly.
And we got a damn good running game, man. And with Daniel Jones plays, I think Jones can execute a play like this.
This is a
This is a
phenomenal
very
play.
Very good concept here, man. Glad I clipped
Exactly.
this. Let's run it.
Yep. See, he's oh,
Wide open. Wide open.
mm, great
Good
job,
play.
Patriots.
All right, here we go again.
So he was on the 85 was on the other side and he motioned across to the tight bunch. Okay. Good job. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll show you from the other angle.
Seven is coming on the blitz. They know it. They feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Double chip. Good job. There it
Good
goes.
job by that
Double.
line.
Great high-low concept. And they got the linebacker on that what corner on that side. Or say nickel corner, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great red zone concept right there to get the touchdown.
What are they showing here first, coach?
Okay, the
Because
Packers are in 2 by 2 back to Rogers' left side. So um, now, in terms of strength, most teams will say we call strength to numbers, but there are teams that if you're playing a heavy run team, you call strength to, away from the back in a situation like this because he may cross the quarterback's face and run to that side. So, but right now they're 2 by 2 back to the left. So if you want to say it's
mm-hmm.
to the defense, strong right, that means strong side to the defensive's right. So they got two
Mm-hmm.
receivers, one online on the left, slot in the left. Looks like they have a flex tight end more than a slot receiver and an outside online receiver.
And
So
this is
what down is this? What down is this?
this is 3rd and 10.
Okay.
3rd and 10. Okay. So
Hmm.
now watch what they do here. Okay. The first thing that I noticed, blitz. One, two, three, 4, 5.
Hmm.
This is where Aaron Rodgers gets his money. Wink has got to be careful of when to blitz and when not
Hmm.
to blitz. Now this is a
Okay.
3rd and 10.
Okay.
So I'll run it. That's just what I noticed, and I'll run it and
Hmm.
I'll let you give your analysis. Big play. Lazard.
DB just has to do a better job because everybody's in phase. Whether he picked it up, everyone is covered. The flex tight end stays in the block, even the running back.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else looks like they're in coverage. They're in phase. Those two linebackers or nickel dime corners, they're taking away any crossers. So if he tried to do something, so that's his only read realistically, based on
Mm-hmm.
Lazard trying to get to the outside. So everyone else is off for the most part. So even if he tries to throw it, if they play proper technique, they come down and stop it. So yeah, that's where you want to go. You want to go.
Lazard has so much speed, though. He's like a souped up version of Darius Slayton. I mean, this
Hmm.
guy's very fast, and
Hmm.
Rodgers loves to take these deep shots to Lazard. This is what I've noticed on film. He loves to go to this guy on deep go routes.
Okay, and let it go. DB initially is in good phase. Rogers is just putting that ball on the money. Go ahead, let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go all the way through. DB is there. Realistically, the only thing I would say, Rogers just put that ball there. The only thing I would look for is, if you're close enough, play the hands. But other than that, there's not much else he can do. He played proper technique.
Mm.
They played the right defense. Realistically,
And
85 stayed in the block.
every time though, coach, I see Rodgers make a big play. It's against the blitz every time.
Okay. But you can't. I mean, I get what you're saying. Limit the amount of blitzes, but and when you send them, but you still can't just not blitz.
Yeah,
You have
you
to
do
blitz.
have to blitz. I know that, obviously. But I'm saying
And
this
they
is where this
picked
guy
up.
beats you.
Look now. Go back. Go back for. Oh no, let it go. Let it go. Yep.
Okay.
The DB needed to do a better job right there. I'm glad I see this angle because Lazard cut him off. But the Patriots ran a good stunt. Watch number 9 on the right. See him loop out?
Think
Now
that's
watch what happens.
Judon. Yeah.
Yeah, now watch what they do. Go ahead with it. If we play good
Mm.
technique on the back end, we get the pressure right in Rogers' face. And
Mm-hmm.
whoever's on 76, he's also beating him. Now, the backside, they have to make sure they sustain because we know that he'll escape that and he'll,
Now let
slide.
me ask you something real quick,
Hmm.
Coach. Now, this safety,
Hmm. Devin
is there
McCourty.
anything he can do
Mm-mm.
differently, or he's
Mm-mm.
just it's that's just is what it is, huh?
He's the deep middle single high safety. Let it go. Watch what he's supposed to do. He's dropping, getting depth, and then he reads. As
Mm.
soon as he opens, takes the right angle. If you know that he's not running straight across, he's opening at a 45-degree angle.
Now let me ask you this though.
Hmm.
So if you know Lazard is dangerous, I think this is
Hmm.
Cobb on the other side. I'm not really afraid of Cobb. This is the guy that's killing for the Packers right now, Lazard. Would you want to shade this safety to this side a little bit more?
I mean, you could play that game, but all he's going to do is come to. Then you look to the other side and see what they're doing. And the last resort is the back. If the back sees that he has time, he can flare right into that flat. Let it go. Just let the play
Okay.
go. Let's watch these receivers on the Packers' left side. Let's see what they do.
Okay. Mm.
So he ran a hitch to the sticks. They pretty much ran to the sticks. The best thing you could
Mm-hmm.
probably do is flare the back out on that, dump it off to him. He has two receivers there, and see if they can block to get to the first down. But he stayed in to help out with the blocking up front anyway. So, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, see, he even looks that way for a half a second.
Mm-hmm.
But the DB just let Lazard get over the top of him. If he does a better job of sealing that, making sure he's even with him, hip to hip with him, and not let him cross his face, then they don't make that play. So they're 2 by 2 again, but they have a
Mm.
a wing to the right, a wing tight end to
That's
the
the
right.
same drive, first and
Yeah,
10 at the New England 49 with 4:04 left in the third quarter. 14:04, my bad.
and
All
he's
right, so
under the
what you
gun. So he's on, and Rogers is under gun. The first thing I'm going to think about is he running? First and 10.
Mhm.
The other thing is the score too, but still, is he? Because, and I'm saying that because of the wing tight end where he is, and that other receiver, he's inside the numbers as opposed to between the numbers and the sideline. He's in between the numbers and the hash mark, so that can be considered a run type of a formation. Like if they want to do a toss that way, quick
Mhm.
action. Those are
I
little
believe
things.
this is 7:24 to 17 New England. That last drive we looked at, that was New England going in
Oh, okay.
for the score. And so now it's Packers down by 7
Now,
third quarter.
oh, he's signaling too. He's signaling to the receivers to the left. So, all right, let me see what they're doing. Is that a decoy or is that an actual?
So that's Jones.
Outside
This
zone?
is outside
Outside
zone.
zone.
Glad you said that. They do this a ton, coach.
Run
A
it back.
ton.
Run it back one more time. I just want to see what the line. Yeah, outside zone. They both stay in concert. Go ahead. Center seals. Yep, blitz is picked up. Tackle and tight end do a good job of sealing. Lazard comes down, and the backside tackle looks like he gets to the linebacker. So good job. And they left Judon by himself. And
Mm-hmm.
Rogers, if you notice what he's doing, he's booting the other way just in case, and he's
Mm-hmm.
because you know he could still run it. So
Yeah. And he's got plenty of room here because they
mhm.
all bit.
It's not even that too.
All of them. They
If
all
he,
looking that way. Yeah.
if you want to, if he has the ball, he has an easy dump right there to 87 because 13 is so far. He's literally 15 yards off.
Mm.
So if you do play action off of that, I mean, if I'm the OC, I'm reading that. I'm like, okay, fine, we got a good outside zone run. So look at how they play it. They're playing a cover three look. They're literally playing cover three. So once they do that, Judon, he's the key. Does he come upfield to play him automatically, or does he stay with the play? And it looks like he stayed with the play.
Mm-hmm.
He squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, he's reading. He's reading. Good eyes. Good eyes. No, okay. He read. He saw the handoff was there. Okay, so that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. That's fine. 87 though is still sitting there. So even if he comes upfield, Rogers can just float it right to him because of the depth right there.
Right here.
And yeah, you can just pick
Yeah,
up.
he's yeah. This guy's way off, man.
I mean,
Way
I
off.
get cover three. I get getting deep, but I mean, you also got to read what 87 is doing. So players going away from you. Okay, buzz your feet instead of getting depth right away. And because if Rogers throws it out there, if it's a fake, and then he throws it out there, that's an easy 5, 7. If he makes a miss, that's even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Yeah.
whoever our
Because
cornerbacks on
this
that side,
safety, yeah, this safety's
Devin McCourty's
he's
playing his
he's
principles. He's playing what he's
yeah,
supposed to.
he's going that way, right? So, I mean, like you said, if he was to fake and hit him, I don't know if the safety can. I don't know 87 how fast and how good he is, but I don't. This safety, it's gonna be hard for him to get to him if he can make this guy miss. This guy already looks out of
So
position.
what he would do is he would come flat. He wouldn't come straight down line. So, but yeah,
Mm,
look at that. I mean, that's why they had a good run. Yeah, you have to. I mean, the outs the on this run, the left outside edge definitely has them sealed. It's just that they sealed whoever's on the inside. That's where that alley is because yeah, there it is.
mm-hmm. It's a big
13-yard
big
gain.
12, yeah, 12, 13
Oh,
yard
12
gain.
yard. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see it again here from the other angle.
So you guys went real wide on that side. Okay, run it back for a second. I'm glad I saw that. Okay, stop for a second. You see where 89 is, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the wing, and Lazard is on the
Mm-hmm.
outside of him. They took the outside edge and they moved him. Now he's in a wide nine. Both of them are in a wide nine. Okay,
Mm.
so and what
Edge here,
Lazard did
edge there.
what Lazard did is he chipped 49 so he doesn't have a clean rush.
Ah,
And
I
that
got you.
allowed
Let's
89 to get there. Remember what I said? 89 kept him to the outside,
mm-hmm.
and then the 74 hooked. Did a good job of hooking whoever that.
13 here.
Yep. See what he does? Lazard does.
Yep. Chip.
He
Just gets
went
his hands
inside
on
of
him.
him. He went inside of him, pushed him to the outside so 89 can get him.
So
74
he
is the key. 74 did a great job of reaching on him to get that defensive lineman's outside shoulder. If that defensive lineman is outside of him, this play is shut down. Worst
mm-hmm.
case scenario, he may have the alley to the inside. And that's where everyone has to play their gap responsibilities. They're already out of alignment because they're not playing their gap responsibilities. The Packers
Mm.
are doing a good job of taking away their gaps. Good job with 70 and 74. Because each defensive lineman should be in that specific gap. The one on 74 should be right where 33 is. 70 on one on 70 should be right there. Then you have nothing, even if off a cutback, you have nothing there. So whoever's on the interior. If Leo is there, we know Leo can actually handle that. Who
Mm-hmm.
else? Nick
That
Williams.
Nick Williams.
Um,
Yeah. Um,
if you put Jelly there, if he's there,
Ellis.
Dexter Lawrence. Well, he's going to be more inside. So, but guys have to definitely maintain their gap discipline. Because if you do that, you even if they pick up, say, 3, 4 yards, it's not a 12-yard game.
Mm-hmm.
Good job by the Packers on their run blocking. And like you
Mm-hmm.
said,
Good
they
job by the
definitely.
wide receiver too,
Hmm.
Lazard, like you said, for the chip, and then the block on the outside.
Okay, so they're in 12 personnel, tight left, wing right, and both receivers are tight to the formation. So Rogers is under the gun. What down is this? Saint? Is this the 1st and 10?
Yep, it's a first
Okay,
and 10. This is right after
after the other
the
run. Okay.
run.
So
Mm-hmm.
motion.
See, they try the outside zone again, but what happened this time,
That's a
Coach?
toss. That's
What
a
was
toss.
different?
That's a toss. That's
I
not
took,
outside
I
zone.
took. Oh,
Go
okay,
back. Go
okay,
back. Go
my
back.
fault.
Go. No, that's all right. Go back to the beginning. I want to see because Lazard did something that I've never seen. Is he blocking or is he? All right, let it go. They're motioning across. They're
There's
zone
Lazard.
blocking, but Lazard is coming inside. Why is he coming inside? I wonder if
Yeah, that's
he.
weird.
I wonder if he's going the wrong way. So, but now he Rogers toss. So it's not a true sweep. It's like a zone sweep.
Okay.
But all right, let it go. I think Lazard is the key with this because they're in their zone responsibility. I mean, their gap responsibilities. Just let it go all the
He
way.
should be blocking somebody. Yeah.
Let it go all the way. Yep. If Lazard is blocking right there and he gets that cornerback, at least the running back can probably get to the outside edge. They're
This
in
is
cover
probably a better
two.
angle.
Cover two, and the one who made the tackle looks like is McCourty, number 32. He's coming down right off the snap because of the motion.
Mm-hmm.
There's the toss. The tight end is the one that the motion guy is the one that's pulling. Okay. The left guard does a good job of sealing. The tackle is not doing a good job, the left tackle.
Mm.
So the edge guy has outside contend. That cornerback is the extra edge, and McCourty's coming up to fill. So he's the extra man in the box. So they just brought the deep safety down into the box. So and
And it looks like he got tripped.
he
Yeah,
got
fell or something.
he either tripped or no the defensive tackle looks like he tripped him. So but that's cool. I
Mm.
mean they all were in there defensively. They were in their responsibilities. I really think Lazard went the wrong way. I think he just probably got confused. All right, so it's two by
Okay, so
two.
this is 2nd and 10.
Okay, 2 by 2 is no, it's 3 by 2, empty with a tight to the left. You got two off on the
Mm.
right. I mean on the left. One on the right with a flex tight end on the right. So you have two to the right, three to the left,
2 to the right, 3 to the
tight
left.
end, and then two
Tight
off
end, 2
receivers.
wide receivers. Yep,
Hmm.
got you. All right, let's see what they run.
They got a bare coverage up front. Okay, motion. Okay, they're out leveraging them.
Mm.
Mm.
They
Hey,
like to run to the outside.
that was a good play. It's really a pass too because
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers took it to dropped it, and they pulled 74, who's what the guard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So tackle
Tight end,
down,
tackle, guard.
flex tight end down block, guard pulls outside, receiver upside, chips that cornerback, and then looks for help deep at second to third level. Hmm. Even the linebackers tell him to bump down a little bit.
Looks like he recognizes something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 76 is trying to get to him. He's not going to be able to get him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the cornerback.
And that's who makes the play. Yep.
Yeah, but the cornerback should have done a better job of blocking him. But yeah, it's still you got good gain. You got 8 yards.
Mm-hmm. But 8 does see it, and he's the one that makes the play.
Yeah, so in the bare front, wide nines. 81 gets Judon, gives him the inside. He held. He held.
He's looking at it too, like, man, what happened, bro? Let's
Okay.
look at it again.
81 got him. Tackle or guard, whoever he is, 74 got
Yep.
to the cornerback. He got
Mm-hmm.
held. Yep, there it is. Did they call the penalty? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, so they got this is 3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Two backs, motion out, two left. Mm-hmm. Which is what I thought they were going to do. I knew they were going to run some type of inside zone or
inside zone.
inside run concept. Just run it back for me. Here you go. Motion
So
to a bunch.
that's Jones, and that's Aaron Jones, and this is Dylan, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Dylan. 1 yard run by Dylan. So these are the two focal points of the Packer offense right now, pretty
Inside
much.
zone. It's inside zone. They double at the point of attack.
Mm-hmm.
The guard in the center block at the point of attack, inside zone. The left tackle is getting beat across his face. So you can beat him. That's like the third time I've seen that. But
Bakhtiari.
yeah.
Bakhtiari.
Oh,
Yep.
he just came off the
Glad you.
injury. That's right. He just came
Yeah.
in.
Yep. Still
So,
getting yes.
but still, at the point of attack, they do a good job of. Well, wait a minute. He didn't come off of it. Go ahead, let it go. Just let it run. Just let it run. And whoever Bakhtiari is blocking made the tackle.
Mm-hmm. We'll
All
see
right,
it
let it
from the
go to
other
the
angle.
yeah. I want to see what the right guard what he did with his block. They bumped. Good job of bumping. Everyone's in their gap responsibility.
Tackle gets
Oh,
beat.
okay. I see what he
Yeah,
did.
it's a
He
tackle.
said Bakhtiari is the one that gave up the tackle.
Yep.
And look at him, he's swinging his left arm like it's bothering him.
Mm.
Okay, so this one is 2-2. They got a wing left, tight right,
Mm.
close receiver, and up at top and spaced out to the other side. Under the gun, under center,
Under
single
center.
back.
Yep. Now this is 4th and 1. Okay.
Well, they didn't get the first down. Okay.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
So here we go.
I thought they got it. All right. They're stacked. Good call.
That's a nice play. I do like that play. That's why I clipped this one.
I want to see it again. Because guess what? They got me too. I'm looking at the tight end side up top. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at the time. I'm like, all right, because Rogers opened that way. Because when he opens to the right, did he open to the right? No, let it go again. And how did they block it? No, he opened to like he was going to hand it off that way. All right, so he's reversing. All right, let it go. Just let it go. Mm-hmm. And they suckered the right defensive or edge rusher.
The
Yep.
edge. Yep.
hmm
So our edges have got to be disciplined in this game
Well,
because
what we see is on this play, this thing, what they're trying to do is influence inside to pitch it to the outside on fourth and
mm,
short. So okay, that's good. That's good scheming. Good job, because on that side, everyone else except for the wing just basically like he's going to block inside and then went to the outside. See, he stepped, faked inside, and then he's going right to the outside, letting the edge go,
hmm
and he's attacking that safety out or back or whoever he is.
mm,
And they're blocking zone down. That's what I call zone down because they're blocking down like it's a zone block, but they're trying to get their back to the sideline to seal it so this way nothing comes right off the line of scrimmage. So good job.
this guy right here.
Yeah, but good job, good concept, great job. So yeah, we have to be very, very wary, especially in this formation.
hmm
So if you see that tight end double wing, that receiver's out wide with the other one in close tight, pay attention to that. That fourth and short or third and short, that might be
hmm
that little pitch flip pitch, whatever. That's a great call. See,
Yep.
he's trying to go.
See how close the receiver is to the
Mm-hmm.
right there. That could be a key. What you think,
Mm-hmm.
Coach?
No, in this formation, yes. And look at
Yeah.
13. That's Lazard.
Yeah, Lazard. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm pointing to
Oh
right here.
wow.
Lazard.
But
That's the
I'm
receiver.
looking. First thing I'm looking at. Look at his legs. You see
Mm.
how his foot is on the inside? He's suckering you. Because you would see
Ah.
that and say, okay, he's squeezing it down. They're really trying. He's getting as close as he can. They're trying to. I would see that. I'm going to be honest. I would see that and be like, look, they're coming in tight. They're coming in tight. They're coming up the middle. Be ready for it. Be ready for it. And
Mm.
just something as simple as that. That's a give, but It's a sucker. So that
Mm.
foot inside the tackle is because you don't usually see that like that. You'll
Mm.
see them on the outside edge. I mean, outside heel. Or if you're in like like if you're trying to do well, the gap should also be shorter. That should also
Mm.
be another key too, because in
Okay.
fourth and one, you try to squeeze your gaps down to get it as closer, but those gaps are wider. So what that does is spread the defense out a little bit more. So
Okay.
because that's a normal gap between the offensive linemen. Normally you cut it in half, so they should be normally closer. But wow, that's a great concept, and that's a great
Mm.
sucker give. That's a great sucker give in terms of the foot, but the normal offensive line gaps, I would that should be your give right there. They're spacing it
Mm.
out, so yeah, they're trying to influence you to come inside because they're going to go outside. Great concept.
Mm.
Go ahead, let it go. I love that.
And
Mm-hmm.
he catches that. He catches what is that, 48.
Yeah, definitely
He
poor
got him
shooting at that.
slipping. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 48 slipping on that way.
Just after the penalty. Okay.
Yeah. Second and 19.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. They got 1 by 3. They have the tight end to the in line to the right. So they have one single high tight end. He's running the seam. Fade.
Boom.
Go back. That's what I thought. He ran the seam.
And this is what makes the Packers dangerous because you got that running game you got to worry about, but then they can do this to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Let it run.
Go ahead.
I just want to see something. The linebacker is there. Okay. They ran cover two. The linebacker
Mm.
let him go too fast. Okay, because he rolled the seam. All right, and what do I mean by that? Okay, all right, stop for a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, right by us, the cornerback by us, right here.
On the
That's
bottom.
yeah, he's in the press. He's in the cover two press, but the
Mm-hmm.
cornerback on the other side is off. So, but you have two high safeties. and you have two high safeties, and you have the nickel corner. The nickel corner is inside that slot receiver. So that's a
Mm,
little indicator that okay, he's probably playing zone. And then you have the middle linebacker or the Mike linebacker. He's
mm,
playing more of is he playing more third? He's more over the offensive guard. Now,
mm,
what he's supposed to do is because of the tight end, because of the strength, when he knows his pass, you open looking that way with your eyes on the quarterback. And then
mm.
you ride number three, which is the tight end, if he goes vertical to the seam, which is
Okay.
exactly what he's doing. But what he did is he let it go too fast, which is why Aaron Rodgers completed that. If he stayed with it just a little bit longer, or if they were in some form of a Tampa 2, where the middle linebacker goes deeper, but in
Mm,
this situation, he just should have stayed with him a little bit longer because then he carries that to the safety. And then he can let that go, but he let it go too fast. And then the safety
mm,
on that other side, he also had the number two receiver, the slot receiver, who also went vertical. So they put him in conflict. So to me, what it should have been more of a Tampa 2. That tight that linebacker has to play that by himself because the safety has to still play number two. So let it go, just let
mm.
it go. You'll see both the tight end and the slot guy both go vertical.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, I
now,
see.
now
He
because
gets
that
behind
that
him.
corner came off of it, that's where that linebacker should have stayed with him a little bit longer now. Because that backside corner now he's risking it, but yeah, no, let it go right there. All right, let it go. Just let it go. Because that's why I said he's off. That cornerback, I mean, that receiver came, that slot came to him. That linebacker should have stayed with the seam. If that linebacker stays with the seam and carries it, at least Roger has to double load or
Mm,
give it a little bit more time. So that's who's that? Number 8?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. He carries it. He carries it. Yeah. He let it go too
So he
fast.
needed to stay with it a little. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. He needs to stay with that a little longer.
Exactly.
Right here,
Because
number 8.
yeah, what he should do is when he opens and reads and he sees the quarterback is looking, you then look at the receivers. Boom, open. Now see how he's looking? He should be
Mm-hmm.
reading number 3 and number 3 to number 2. And what do I mean by
Mm,
that is he should read the tight end to the slot receiver. If you see both of them going vertical, stay with the seam. Stay
mm-hmm.
with it. Don't let it go. Just stay with it because you're helping your
I want to see
safety.
it. Yeah, I want to see it back from this angle
Okay.
one more time so we could see
Mm-hmm.
the outside receivers.
Just look at the slot receiver. That's really what to look at. You'll see how he goes vertical. And then what that's supposed to do is put that safety. What are you going to do? Who are you going to choose? You choose one, I'm
Mm,
going to the other. Because the
mm-hmm.
safety reads number 2, his responsibility is reading 2 to 1. If number 1 sits, he knows he goes to number 2. And that's where that linebacker should be reading 3 to 2. So if he reads number
Mm.
3 and then number 2, and if number 2 is going vertical also, then you stay with the number 3.
Okay.
But now the other cornerback, he's playing like almost like a quarter. So this is what I say is now they're in half quarter quarter, and it's
Mm,
supposed to help it. But if he stays with it just a little bit longer, the safety is there to make the play, and Rodgers has to hold that ball just a little bit longer. Worst case
mm.
scenario, he dumps it to the back in the flat.
Got you. But here's the play that I really want people to look at. Mm. See that,
Mm-hmm.
coach?
Mm-hmm.
Pick 6.
Mm-hmm. Go back to the beginning for a second.
Now, what you see?
No,
Hold up.
the
Hold
very
up. Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right, so they're man free. Yeah, man free. Man free. Sorry. Okay.
This man coverage.
Yeah. I just said Manfred, so it's a Manfred, whatever name you want to give it. I just want to see who's taking the back because that cornerback was off. Just let it go.
And they blitz here
They
too.
blitzed the back, okay.
Yep.
And Lazard rounded his out pattern.
So that's on the receiver, you say?
It's on both of them, but yeah, the receiver he needed to do a better job of running his pattern. He rounded it instead of it almost hitched it or dropping and get to the sideline, as opposed to just rounding it and going out around, lazily running out the out pattern. Because everything else was covered. Looks like,
Mm.
yeah, the backside taken away. So he's playing Robert. Okay. Yeah, so he's rounding as opposed to step,
Mm.
turn, and you get out
Cut.
quickly.
Yeah. Good play by the cornerback though.
Yeah, and he stumbled at that too. Mm-hmm. Let see ends on view if you can. All right. Let's see what they do to the running back. Yeah, he's blitzing the back, and that's what he's doing.
Mm.
Rogers didn't throw a good pass.
Yeah.
That was like he lofted it or lobbed it
Lazy
over.
pass. Right.
Yeah.
Rogers does have, I think, 3 interceptions so far this season. He has not looked great or spectacular at all. Um, uh, yeah,
Cover three.
so
This is run cover three. Okay. All right. Man's up.
let's see. Let run this again, and I think this is the play I want. Okay, so let me pause it. What you see here, Coach?
I mean, they just looks like they're just trying to get into something. Because before that slot goes in motion, that nickel or safety is coming down. So I just
Mm.
want to let it go to see what happens. He adjusts. Then they're rolling coverage.
Mm.
I wasn't even looking at the line. Go back to
Yeah, he came in there pretty quick.
all right.
That's
So who's
Gary.
that?
That's Rashawn
Rashawn.
Gary right there.
Okay, but who's blocking him? Is it tight end or is it the tackle?
Let's see
So it's the tackle.
the tackle.
Evan Neal. Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. Exactly. This is why I clipped this. Evan Neal. And Gary likes to. He does line up on both sides, but I notice he lines up on the right
Mm-hmm.
a ton. So that's gonna be Evan Neal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have this. Can't have that.
Good dip of shoulder.
Free hit on your quarterback. And Zappy, he fumbles this football. This is actually a strip sack. Gary recovers it. You see them fighting at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
of the pile. You'll see it better
Mm-hmm.
from the other angle.
Mm-hmm. They switch, huh? Okay, I see that. Now tackle waited. I don't know why he waited
Yeah.
instead of getting out there. Mm,
So just overall, just kind of put a cap on the film review here.
hmm
What do you think is probably some of the keys from a scheme perspective for the Packers game versus the Giants that the Giants have to do offensively and defensively? We've seen a little bit of both. We've seen the Packers offense, we've seen the Packers defense.
When the Packers are on offense, defensively, we have to gap discipline is going to be
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest things. We have to maintain our gap control because they like trying to get that outside zone. I mean, they
Yep.
do a little inside zone, just a little
It's mostly
toss
outside.
power. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but everything seems to be pretty much outside. Like I said, that 4th and 1, like I told you, just little gives that they like to show, and then sucker influencing situations or alignments. Passing. Like I said, that one, the mirror. Getting it to Lazard on the outside, making sure that you're in phase and play him properly. Don't let him get across your face. Otherwise, you're making Rodgers throw, because technically that pass was too far inside.
Mm-hmm.
If we're playing it right, get our head around, that's an interception. He doesn't seem to be rifling the passes in there
Mm-hmm.
all the time, but they do have some good schemes and concepts, like on that touchdown, where they put the safety in conflict in the too high. So
Mm-hmm.
you got to be fundamentally sound. You got to read your keys, and you got to stay true. And D line has to make sure they stay in the blocks. Um, as you saw, sometimes they'll make a mistake on their zone blocking. That one where the 98 looped around the center and into
Yeah.
the weak side. So it's just things of that. Schematically, though, offensively, good run schemes. And they definitely work hard to get to the outside. Sealing it at whenever possible. So
Mm-hmm.
the edges they have to really set the edges and not let anything get outside of them
Yes, that's
if
important.
possible.
I think
Off.
Jahad Ward could be big in this game as
hmm
far as setting that edge, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sets the edge like Jahad Ward, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably might be one of the best at the league at that stuff, man. You know,
Let's see. And then,
also what I would say too is, and like I showed you on that one play, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
Rodgers does very well against the blitz. Now we've seen
hmm
one play where he threw a pick six against the blitz,
hmm
and we also seen a play where he, got a big play to Lazard downfield, also against the blitz. So he likes to take those shots against the blitz. So if Wink can mix up his coverages and
Exactly.
disguise those blitzes to where Rodgers can't read them as well, to give the edges a little bit of extra time to get home and get those sacks, I think we in there and I think we good money. You know what I'm saying?
hmm Now, when they're on defense, first of all, get to the edges. Make sure you don't let them get those free rush. Um, just getting control of the offensive line. There is opportunities to definitely get good runs up in there. You saw with that power run, how the Patriots got attack them and set the alley so the running back could get in there. We definitely
Mm-hmm.
have to make sure we do a good job with our runs, and make sure our blocks. We seal our blocks and control our blocks, and that's the biggest thing. You know, Passing is going to be an adventure. I'm anticipating them to play an extra man in the box. Um, I did see that a few times with them. And I do think that they're going to say, our receivers are not good enough, so they can play the extra man in the box and play
Man
coverage.
coverage. Yeah.
Even zone coverage, they're not that fearful of our receivers. So receivers have to be fundamentally sound. Um, Kafka has to have some good concepts. Just don't send guys out on runs, but make sure you have good concepts, good schemes. You know,
Hmm.
you saw that one touchdown where the Patriots did the over with the under crosser
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
backside clear. So, you know, and that was just a three-man pattern, but it's a good scheme. So, you know, we have to make sure we do that because that tells us that, you know, the Packers can be beat if they don't really truly read and play true to, you know, the principles within the zone. So, you know, I mean, the
facts.
opportunities are there. They are definitely there. The Packers can be beat. You know, it's not like, you know, you got to go in there. You know, you don't fear anyone, but, you know, definitely respect them. But, you know, like you said before, with the Packers on offense, make sure you get to Adams and Dylan on the run game and be
Yeah,
physical.
Jones and Dylan. Yeah, Aaron Jones. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, and
nah,
be
you good.
physical. They definitely have to be physical. You know,
Yes,
hopefully Leo plays. So I mean, I hope he does. If he does, he's going to be a big help in the run
that
game.
I think that can. Yeah, that's definitely gonna help if he's able to play, man. Because this Packers team is it's a different type of team. It's not Aaron Rodgers a bust no more. You know,
Mm-hmm.
these guys are very good at running the football. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we showed you tonight. You know, on film. But yeah, coach, man, we're gonna wrap it up. I didn't want to make this one too long. We'll definitely get more into it with the Big Blue Crew, Big
Mm-hmm.
Pat Sports Talk. So stay tuned for that. Friday, believe at 9:45. Me, myself, Coach Pat, and the whole Big Blue Crew will be breaking down things from the Giants perspective. But we just wanted to dive in and take a little bit at the opponent here, the Green Bay Packers, and see some of the things that we can exploit, and also some of the things that we need to watch for as the Giants take on the Packers 9:30 Eastern time this coming up Sunday. But appreciate you, Coach, man.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching the program. Um, but until next time, y'all, we're gonna log off. Peace.